What's going on there, everyone? Well, another fairly good win for Trump. And for all of us when you think about it constitutionally. Judge blocks New York from turning over Trump's tax returns to Congress. This is from the Daily Caller. A federal judge blocked New York State from turning over President Donald Trump's tax returns to Congress on Thursday. The order from Judge Carl Nichols, a Trump appointee, came in agreement to a proposal from the state that would allow it to challenge Nicholas' jurisdiction over the issue, Politico reported. The order will block any House Ways and Means Committee's request for tax returns via the New York law until the jurisdictional dispute is resolved. The Trump administration filed a lawsuit July 23rd, arguing New York violated the president's constitutional rights when it passed a law earlier in July that would give the majority Democrat House Ways and Means Committee access to the president's state tax returns, according to Reuters. And this is the best argument for being against this. It is unconstitutional because it's pretty much goes with illegal search and seizure. One's supposed to be secure in your personal effects, documents, papers, this, that, and the other. And that is Trump's personal information in his tax returns. So I don't even know where they get a leg to stand on to even try to get his tax returns. It's not mandatory. I know they've been doing it for 40 years, but it's not mandatory. Those people voluntarily gave up their tax returns. So like I said, I don't know where this argument or where the Democrats are getting their side of the argument from. Nichols said during a D.C. court hearing Wednesday that Mr. Trump cannot suffer any harm until the issue is resolved, the Washington Examiner reported. I continue to expect that while I have this under advisement, actions won't be taking to moot this, the judge continued. New York attorney Andrew Amer told Nichols on Wednesday that his clients think the D.C. court does not have authority over the case and he would try to move it elsewhere or have it dismissed entirely. It should be dismissed entirely. It should be. The order to block New York from turning over the president's record is an alternative way around a different proposal from Trump that would require the majority Democratic House Ways and Means Committee, a defendant in the lawsuit from the administration, to notify the court when making a request for the president's records. Another hearing will take place in Washington August 29th to decide whether Nichols has jurisdiction over the New York officials named as defendants in this president's lawsuit, according to a Thursday report from Reuters. The order also came 2 days after Democratic California Governor Gavin Newsom signed a bill on July 30th that would require Trump to submit at least 5 years of his tax returns in order to qualify for California's primary ballot, which that law is going to be soon shot down, or that bill or whatever. It's, what is it, SB 27? It's going to get shot down because it's unconstitutional. There is absolutely no reason for them to have to see his tax returns. There's just no reason for it. I don't even know why they're having this. These are people that are supposed to be sworn by the Constitution to protect the Constitution, and they clearly don't know the Constitution, or they just don't care, and that should be alarming to everybody. You know, when they start taking away our constitutional rights, then we're going to start to become an oppressed people. But that's how authoritarians work. It's borderline getting fascistic from the left. You know, this is something that should unnerve everybody. Anybody who believes in the Constitution, which I'm a pretty hard constitutionalist, and sometimes it's hard to be, because you know you can't sit there and be a hypocrite. There's a lot of times where I've had to sit there and be like, you know what, I was wrong. You know, when it comes to someone saying some ungodly offensive stuff or something, And I'm like, I'll sit there and think, man, I wish someone would shut them up or something, something stupid. And then I have to sit there and think and be like, they do have those rights. They can do what they please as long as they're not hurting, the whole spiel. Yeah, but the point is this is unconstitutional. You have the rights to be secure in your person's place and documents and your papers, So I don't know how the Democrats really truly think that this is going to be something they can win on, an issue they can win with, but it's not looking like it. Just because we have the most amazing document, the Constitution, that protects against this very thing. So, what does it really mean? Chalk it up to another win from President Donald Trump. I think that's all. DJ Khaled wrote a song, and I think he did it about Trump without even realizing it. All I do is win, because that's all Trump does is win. It may take some time. I mean, he's always in the battle for the long haul, but he always comes out on top. He's a lot smarter than these Democrats who are constantly trying to attack him. He knows what they're going to do, and he already has an argument for it. And usually it's a sound argument. So, good news for the Constitution, and good news for President Trump. And good news for all of Americans, really, because, like I said, it could set a very dangerous precedent if they allow the government just to willy-nilly get any of your information. That's a very sketchy thing, because they could then use that order to get anything from anybody. Personal info, It would literally, it's the third or fourth amendment. Right now I'm having a brain fart, so I can't really think of it. It's the third or fourth amendment. And, right now the Democrats are pretty much just trying to get a black Sharpie and knock that part out for they can use it as a weapon. And if you weaponize the rights we have, or things against the rights we have, that's scary and should be worrisome to all, left or right. We can't let them take our rights, people. And we can't let them chip away at them. And the left is constantly, seems like that's what they want to do, is chip away at our rights. Do it so small and so incrementally that we don't notice. Well, we take notice. There's many constitutionalists around this country that take severe notice of this. But I'd love to hear your comments. And as always, like, share, and subscribe. I will catch you on the flip side.